Hi friends! So today is November 20th. My name is Amanda if you're new here, and I am an occupational therapy student. I go to school in Florida right now. I am in I guess, non-traditional program. I am in a flex program is what we call it, where I do classes online and I go to school about every other weekend during the semester for labs, etc. So I just wanted to make this video and talk about how the first half almost of my program has gone, and just for anyone who's interested in going to OT school or who's going through it right now, if you wanted to know more information. So let's get started. So first of all, I am currently I am about to be done with my fourth trimester. So we do trimesters, which I think is pretty much every OT program because you go through the summer. So I have in my program 9 trimesters. The traditional program at our school, I think, is 6 trimesters, which I believe is about, a lot of the programs that I saw when I was applying to schools were about 27 months. Our program at our school, the traditional one, I think, is 24 months, but my program is 36 months. So anyway, I am, like I said, on my about to finish my 4th trimester. So I have then one more full year, so 3 more trimesters after this until I go into my level 2 fieldworks, which are back to back at my school, and those will be my last 6 months. So with that said, I am currently taking neuroscience and clinical applications in psych. I should probably just pull up my classes here so I can tell you a little bit about what classes I've taken based off of how my program is, because I know that's always interesting to me, because I know that a lot of programs, the classes can really differ in the order that you take them. So I always find it really interesting to compare and contrast where you are compared to someone else's program. So I've pulled up my unofficial transcript, so that's on the side here. So I will be looking at that. So currently I have taken 29 credits and I have 9 credits in process. So my program is a frick ton of credits. That's one of my biggest issues with really graduate programs in general. The amount of credits vary so much. I have another graduate degree, and I did that in a year, and the credits, I don't even know, it's 40 or something, I don't know. It's a whole lot less. This program is I think it's 100 something. Anyway, so my first semester was in the fall, and I took anatomy, applied occupational therapy, domains of occupational therapy, and occupational therapy engagement, and something else. I don't know. I'm just reading the abbreviated version. But my first semester, let's start there. I would say that anatomy was difficult, but anatomy was our only course that we had in person during that first semester. So we had that both Saturday and Sunday, all day. And anatomy was difficult, but I found it enjoyable. I didn't think it was I was drowning. I feel like I'm drowning more with neuroscience than I did with anatomy. Anatomy just seems more straightforward to me. There was a lot of memorization, but I feel like anatomy is doable, because for me, you can see what your body is doing. Obviously, you can't see the inner parts of your muscles and etc., all that, but you can do movements to try and help you think of, what muscles are involved in shoulder flexion, etc. But with neuroscience, you obviously can't see any of that. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. So anatomy was pretty good. Domain and occupational therapy engagement. I don't remember much about those classes, but they were your typical like foundational classes and really getting you to think like an OT, which is something that you will hear again and again and again and again in OT school. So the first semester, what I found most difficult was really just kind of getting the rhythm of our school and how things work. So next, second semester, I had patient care management, which we call PCM at our school, and then evidence informed practice, which is we have 4 research classes, I believe. So that was the first part of our research class. Research classes, for most people that I know who are in occupational therapy school, are like going to be the bane of your existence. And it's just a necessary evil. So far I've taken 2 of my 4. Yeah, 2 of my 4. So I'm not taking one this semester, which has been nice, but we have another one next semester. So, and then my last class for that, the spring semester, was process of occupational therapy. So, then I'm just going to keep going with the classes. Then in summer, I had a scholarly design, which is the second part of our research course. Movement applied to occupation. And that one was another one that's interesting, but definitely difficult, that I feel like it almost starts preparing you from anatomy to go to neuroscience. So it was like kind of this like bridging gap of getting there, which I think has really been helpful. The way that our flex program is set up, I believe, if I'm not getting this confused in my head, that you take that movement course and neuroscience in the same semester with the traditional route students. So I feel like it puts you at a disadvantage because there were a lot of things from that class that have really helped us in neuroscience. And our professor has said that she sees like we have more understanding of different things. So that's just something to consider. Then we had occupational therapy performance. I can't remember, to be honest. Sorry, that was our conditions course. So I don't know why they call it occupational therapy performance, but we had a conditions course, which was, I think, one of my favorite classes, because I really enjoyed going more into depth into each of the conditions and how those affect occupation. So that is what I have taken so far. And next semester, I'm particularly excited because I am a PEDS person, and I know a lot of people will tell you that going into occupational therapy school to keep your mind open and that you will find other things that you might find other things that you're interested in if you keep an open mind and blah blah, and that what you think you'll end up working in will like most certainly change or will probably change. I have to disagree with that. I think that yes, that can happen for many people, but being that I'm a non-traditional student, I don't know what that means, but given that I am not coming into this program straight from undergrad, I have had work experience, another master's degree, etc. I know what I want more than a traditional student would, and I think that's a big advantage to not going the traditional route, but that's a whole nother video for another day. So anyway, all that to say that next semester we have PEDS finally. So the way that our school structures our, intervention classes is that they're combined with level 1 fieldwork. So this semester I have level 1 fieldwork for my psych and community class. And then next semester I will have, so we do 20 hours, then I will have 20 more hours in pediatrics next semester. In summer, I will have 20 hours in adults, and then in fall, I will have 20 hours in older adults. So next semester is pediatrics. I will also have, I think, a like wellness course, and my last class will be, like I said, another research class. So my tips, let's see, how to get through your first year of OT school would be to really I personally feel like breaking up your studying is really good. There can be a lot of content that you need to cover, and it can be overwhelming, at least for me. This is how I personally work. It can be overwhelming for me to focus on one thing for hours upon hours upon hours. So I break up my studying, whether that be like by just doing something else completely or by like switching from class to class. Because a lot of the times in OT school, a lot of the things that you're doing in your different classes will also relate to each other. That's kind of the point of going to, a specific type of program like this, is that your classes should kind of intermingle and help each other. So I like found that really beneficial, both for like a brain break and like I said, they really merge together. So that is my biggest tip. But I'm going to stop rambling because this video is getting really long. But I just kind of wanted to give like an overview. I know that I found these videos to be really helpful when I was like applying and waiting to start school. And there isn't a lot of them out there. So I just wanted to kind of chat about it a little bit. If you guys have any questions, any more specific things that you want to know, or like any other videos you'd like me to make, please leave me a comment down below. And like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.